Hello, this is Blue Wish Resurrection Plus on PC. It's a free game on for Windows. I will have the download link in the description. It's basically you see the author's name in the lower right there, XX Game Room. So they're XX Game Room on Twitch, and you can just download it right off their Twitch channel, basically. It is a bullet hell, as they're called, manic shooter, vertical shooter. It's basically a clone of Cave's DonPachi, as you'll see immediately when I start playing. There is a separate configuration program that comes with it. That configuration program has two toggle switches. One changes it between full screen and windowed mode, and whichever one you pick, it runs in 640 by 480, so it's a low resolution. I'm doubling it up in my OBS recording software so I can get that 1080p and make YouTube give me 60 frames a second, which it only does at high on high res videos. So I have to raise the resolution as I record it. The other option is to limit it to 60 frames per second. You can see the frame counter in the lower right. That's just always there. I don't have it limited to 60 frames a second because if you don't have that enabled, it just follows your screen refresh, and my screen refresh is 60. Now, if I was outputting this to my laptop's native screen, which is 144 kilohertz or whatever the heck it is, the game would suddenly be running more than twice as fast as it should be running, and it would be insane. So that's why that config option is necessary. It seems to make the game take a little more CPU, slightly more CPU. So if you don't need to run it, then you save a little CPU. The game, of course, is very light on system resources, so light that I am able to run it on the same machine on which I'm recording it at 1080p, and I don't drop any frames, even on my laptop, which is not a state-of-the-art machine by any means. So let's look at the local. Then you come in here, and it also has options in here which are different than the config program. They let you do other stuff, and I hope I didn't just screw that up. I don't think I did. Did I? I did. Shoot. Hopefully that's right. We'll see. It took me a while to get this set up because I enabled a specific toggle action through the that wonderful app for Windows, Joy 2 Key. Anyway, Auto Guard makes you auto bomb if you take a hit. Instead of just losing your life, it'll drop a bomb instead of you dying, which is a feature I actually quite like. It's in a few other shmups I played. Accel, do I know what that does? I forget what that does. I think that and weight have to do with how it's using your processor or something. I'm not sure. I don't think I found them making much difference for me. Sound effect, I could not. Oh, so yeah, it does work, but it doesn't change the volume of the background music hilariously. So the background music is still quite loud, even if you lower the sound effect volume. I haven't messed with these colors or these things. Item sound, I don't know. So hopefully I didn't screw up my buttons because it took a while to configure. So basically, I'll just play and you can see. I have not tried the other. This is probably easy. This is probably hard. I've just been playing on original. There's 4 ships to choose from with different shot types. I've just been using, this one's all fancy using, I wonder if it's overpowered. I've just been using this one because it's most like the ship I like from the DonPachi series. Okay, so my shot is still working. So your regular shot does this, that spray, but if you hold it down, it does a beam, which presumably does more damage to big stationary targets. Then you've got a rapid fire shot, which just sprays your normal shot and does not slow you down, because when you're doing the laser, your ship also moves slower when you're holding that regular shot button. And then the other button is a bomb, which is kind of a standard bomb. It also, the bomb, when it goes off, it converts all the opponent bullets into points, basically, like those cubes. I took a hit, so it auto-bombed, but when it does an auto-bomb, you don't actually get the benefit of a normal bomb. You know, there's no explosion that kills enemies, and you don't convert all their bullets to points. So it's, you know, you don't want to get hit, because it's essentially a waste of a bomb, but it's better than dying, because you have more bombs than you have lives. Because you get 3 or 4 bombs per life, I forget, whatever it is. And then you can get more bombs as you play. Here's a bomb. Right before the boss. So I'm using this toggle on-off setting for my fire buttons through the Joy2 key utility, so I don't have to hold a button down, because I quickly remembered that I'm trying to take the arms off this thing. This thing actually has specific hit areas for the 2 arms that you can knock off. I've gotten through stage 4, and the later bosses I fought do not have any specific hit areas. Well, that was a weird sound. So far it's only been this boss who actually has separate hit zones. And although these bullet patterns look a little hectic by manic shooter standards, they are quite mild. Actually didn't get hit, good for me. So I'm running this windowed, although you can't really tell because I'm cutting off the borders, because it's easier to record that way. Except that since it only runs at 640 by 480, I've basically switched. Oh, I lost all my power-ups. I switched Windows to running at 800 by 600. So, running multiple apps at 800 by 600 because I'm running my recorder, I'm running the game, I'm running the Joy2 key utility. It's all a little hectic. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Got a very tiny hitbox. I took a hit there. That was clumsy. I should probably get used to, like, when I feel a tight bullet pattern coming on, toggling on my regular shot hold down so that I can do intricate dodges. Well, there you can see my hitbox. I took another hit, friggin' heck. This mid-boss is... Well, that guy got lucky. That mid-boss was serious. One thing you have to watch out for is you want to take out the little, as they're called, popcorn ships before you focus on the big ship. Otherwise, you'll get all these shots coming in from forming overlapping patterns. I got really lucky there, too. Although, of course, it seems like, you know, the author would have planned this out, or authors, I don't know, where you just barely get the opponents, if you're hitting them accurately, you just barely get these enemy waves to die before their bullet pattern becomes too stifling. And then when they die, their bullets convert to money, so you don't get hit by them. The little ships don't do that, though. Their shots, I think, keep going. That was kind of lucky. Yeah, yes, thank you, slow down. So see, there's no... Man, the way they kick in that slowdown is crazy. There's no specific target zones on this boss. but its health bar does come in chunks, so it'll sort of reset its bullet pattern once you hit the boundary of a chunk. Oh, here we're getting bullets that fire bullets or something. You know how they do. Ah! Oh, right as he died, well, I got no bombs left, so one more hit, and I'm going to lose the life. Now, I was looking on the Shmups forum about this game, and they were saying there that it's one of the easier, it's a relatively easy game as far as manic shmups go. And some people there were saying it's like the first one that they've single credited, beaten without having to continue. And I'm certainly probably doing much better here. Oh no, I died. Than I did in like DonPachi. The reason I'm playing this instead of actually playing a DonPachi game or something is because you'll notice when I'm shooting one of the larger ships or things like this turret that doesn't die right away, it is not flashing colors. It turns a solid highlight color, but it doesn't flash like you get in pretty much every other Japanese-style vertical shooter made since maybe Galaga or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's been, you look at any cave shooter, doing poorly. And they've all got these flashing effects when you're hitting opponents. And my eyeballs are sometimes sort of sensitive because I spent years not getting out of sleep and all this stupid nonsense. And that kind of flashing can give me migraines, so I don't want to play games that flash. So I haven't been able to play shmups for several years. I'm going to get hit. But then I just happened to find this game, and I noticed on a video on YouTube where I was watching it being played that, wait a second, those big ships are getting shot, but they just turn a solid, stable color instead of flashing. And sure enough, you don't get the strobing, oh my gosh, hit flash effects in this game. It's great. So see, like this boss is tinted yellow. Oh, that was pretty lucky. Because I'm shooting them, but they're not flashing, they're not strobing between brown and yellow or whatever. So I basically don't bomb because I'm just being garbagey, and I just make them hit me. Use the, oh, I don't know how I cut this. So these bullets are hilarious. These big round magenta bullets actually have smaller hitboxes than their visible sprite. That was super lucky. Oh my gosh, I don't remember this. I've only played through like the first 4 stages or the first 3.5 stages once, and that was just when I was testing stuff yesterday. Yeah. Give me them chips. So basically, these games by XX Game Rooms are the only shmups I can play. So thank you very much, XX Game Room. And I wish more shmup creators would do this sort of thing. Of course, Cave themselves are pretty much dead as a game creating mechanism. They just now republish their games on various platforms, except maybe they've put out some new mobile games that were actually new games instead of just ports. I don't know. But I think the last actual arcade game they put out was like 2012 or something. Cave, I mean. Ugh. Uh-oh. Ooh. paying it. Oh no, that was bad. Oh my gosh, the payoff. Oh, mid-boss. Oh, this mid-boss ain't playing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, look at these sprays. Oh, of course, here you don't get the lovely pixel art that Cave put into their games. You just, oh, how did I not get hit by that giant? You just get these sort of gross pre-rendered graphics for the sprites, but you know, the author or authors, I'm not sure, they got it done. They did what they had to do to get a game done, and it works. And you know, you don't actually have that much time to look at this stuff while you're playing anyway. Holy moly. Holy moly, look at this. Oh, the slowdown. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That was close. I could have taken a hit there, and I would have been mad at myself. Ah, I did that wrong. I shouldn't have backed up and slowed down. Oh my gosh. I think this is the farthest I've been. Yeah, because I stopped for this boss yesterday. I believe. Oh no, it's too fast. Oh, those overlapping patterns. Give me that slowdown. Oh, there's a ship in the corner. Ah. Don't like this. Don't like that at all. Ah. I should have bombed right there. I knew I was going to get hit. But see, that's like, maybe if I hadn't wasted time thinking I'm going to get hit, I would have not gotten hit because I would have tried to dodge. There's a window. I love this slowdown. Oh, I should have gone through there probably. Now I'm getting herded off to the side. Oh no, it closed. Okay, if I move forward. Ugh. This is some thick stuff. So yeah, I would have to say this game is much easier than, say, DonPachi or DonPachi, because I'm, up to stage 4 or 5? 5. On a single credit. Not sure how many stages there are. Actually, I think there's... Oh no, I'm thinking of the follow-up. I'm not sure how many stages this one has. You know, most shmups, it's like, what, 7, 6, 7, 8, something. Not that I think I'm gonna... Oh, that was lucky. Oh, shoot. I was on my last bomb, or my 0th bomb. Not that I think I'm gonna single credit this. I wasn't even looking at that. My eyeballs just couldn't even take in what was happening. I just got lucky. Man, you drop your concentration on this for a second, and at least with me, all of a sudden I am not seeing the pattern, and I'm just gonna get hit. Oh no. Oh, give me these point blank hits, that's sweet. Oh, not there. Oh, shoot. Oh man, it started right next to me. Oh no. Oh gosh. These bullets are coming out in front of the gun, so I didn't know where the shots would pop out of. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got him. That was just the mid-boss. Oh no. That was just the mid-boss. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die so much. That worked. Ugh, how did I not run into that? That was stupid. Oh, that was stupid. Well, there we go. I think I'm gonna cut it there. I think that was pretty decent for me. Not sure why I have 7 credits. I wonder if you actually limited on credits. I don't want to credit feed this game. It seems too fun to do that on. I want to just keep, playing it. But, wow. I'm going to put this here just in case it auto hits it as some invisible timer runs out. So, this is Blue Wish Resurrection Plus. Now, it's I think maybe the 3rd revision that XX Game Room put out of this game. I think you can get the previous ones on their itch.io channel. The previous ones were, I think, like Blue Wish and then Blue Wish Resurrection, and so then this one is Blue Wish Resurrection Plus. I haven't tried the previous ones. And there is a follow-up called Blue Wish Desire. And that one, you can download a free trial version from their itch.io page. I'm not sure in what way the trial is actually limited. I didn't mess with it too much, but because I just got the full version. The full version is on Steam. So if you search for Blue Wish Desire on Steam, there's also a link to it, I think, from the trial on their itch page. But Blue Wish Desire on Steam, it's $9.99. I gave them money, of course, because it's basically, aside from this game, it's the only other shmup I know of that does not have, hit flash strobes, so I can actually play it without worrying about migraines, which is awesome. I can play shmups again. Thank you, XX Game Room. Blue Wish Desire is so this is basically like Cave's DonPachi. You've got the fat laser when you hold fire down. Blue Wish Desire is more like I think a cross between, of course it's been a while since I played Cave shooters, but I think it's more of a cross between DonPachi, because you've got this like super duper laser you can engage, and Ketsui, because it's got some kind of, I think, what looks like Ketsui's proximity score multiplier, where if you shoot, when you take out enemies, these orange cubes come out of them that are points, I believe. And I think you get more points if you are closer to the enemy when you kill them. That's kind of how it worked in Ketsui. You got these cubes that popped out of the opponents. So yeah, I think Blue Wish Desire, he has moved along in his imitation of the, should we say, inspiration from the Cave DonPachi series. He's moved up to DonPachi and Ketsui combined, I think. I don't remember exactly those games very well. So I'm going to do a recording of that soon. Probably just stop this and start that one. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I prefer yet. But anyway, these are the 2 shmups now that I can actually shmup without worrying about my eyeballs getting overloaded, because, I mean, you don't have to strobe the flashing of hit effect or hit color on the enemy. You don't have to flash them a bright red or bright yellow or bright white or whatever. You can just do a solid color on them. So I don't know why nobody else has done that. It's maybe just a case of genius. Maybe if more developers knew about that, they would start doing it, because it sure is easier on the eyes. So anyway, Blue Wish Resurrection, pretty sweet game, totally free. I will have the link to the page where you can download it from their itch channel in the description. Oh, and I found this, by the way. I'll have another link in the description. It's a free shmup wiki or something like that. If you Google like free shmup wiki, I think it'll come right up. It's just a huge, well-maintained list, as far as I can tell, of all the freely downloadable shmups that you can get. And this was one of those that was on there. I basically went through the entire list, looking, because there's links to the web pages for these games that have web pages. Some are just to download sites, but if there weren't clear screenshots, or if I wasn't sure from the screenshots, I looked up video for pretty much all the games, and there's quite a few games. I was just obsessed. Went through the whole darn list to see if I could find another, bullet hell vertical shooters, or I don't even need it to be a bullet hell, just a cool looking vertical shooter that was not flashing, strobe hit effects in my face. And out of all of them, and then I didn't get ones that were like, just like not cool themes, basically. Let's just put it that way. And basically the one that I found on that list was this game, one out of like hundreds, and that's the way it's been. I never even found another game that did not flash effects in my face, a shmup. But this one does, so hallelujah. And I'm going to play the follow-up, which is also good on my eyeballs, called Bluish Desire. So thanks for watching this, ham-handed play, but I'll have to keep playing this game and try to get better. So that's it for now from this game. Thanks, and good night.